Hello everyone, welcome to Korea and welcome to my presentation. I just realized I'm a very appropriate person because in the previous presentation, Dr. Schumacher wrote his book in 1973. I was born that year. That's why I'm a very appropriate person for appropriate technology. I'm very pleased to have an opportunity to have my presentation in front of you. So today, I would like to talk about appropriate technology development through TRIZ. Invited the crane to dinner, and he served very delicious soup. But the crane could not eat because it was served in very flat stone dish. So after that, the crane went home, and he decided, okay, I have to revenge to the fox. That's why he decided to invite the fox to his house. He served those very, very delicious soup in long-necked jar. The crane could eat very deliciously, but the fox could not even insert his mouth in the jar. What was the lesson you learned in this story? Which lesson did you learn from this story? Someone can say, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Or some other people can say, fight fire with fire. But the story said, we don't have to play any trick on your neighbors unless you can stand same treatment to yourself. Let's think differently. How the fox can eat this soup? Is there any method to eat this soup? Do you have any idea? How could the fox can eat this soup? Do you have any idea? Yes. We can make upside down, or we can just incline, or some people can break the jar. There are some methods. There are so many methods to drink this food like this. But why the fox could not eat that soup? What was the reason? I think the main reason is he never thought, is it possible? He never thrown this question to himself. That's why he has no possibility to have this delicious soup. I strongly believe you also have very delicious soup that you cannot eat just because it is contained in long-neck jar. That's why I think it is very important to make good question. I want to tell you some stories about how to make good stories. I want to introduce TRIZ. What is TRIZ? Maybe some of you already know TRIZ. TRIZ is originally from Russia. Okay, I want to introduce this article firstly. This article is published by Forbes, very famous economic magazine, on March 7th of last year. The title was, What Makes Samsung Such an Innovative Company? The answer in this article was TRIZ. TRIZ. They could develop so many creative elites using TRIZ. Also, TRIZ helped Samsung change from fast follower to innovative leader. That's why they focus on TRIZ. Besides Samsung, so many companies such as GE, Intel, Siemens, they are also using TRIZ. Why? Maybe you are wondering why they are using TRIZ. TRIZ is a creative problem-solving method developed by Russian scientist Gennady Altshuler. If you invent something great, you have to apply for a patent. That's why Altshuler tried to analyze so many patents. He thought if we analyze so many patents, we could find so many wisdoms of our genius in the past. So he derived TRIZ from the study of patents of 2 million patents. 2 million patents. TRIZ is an acronym of Russian word that means Theory of Inventive Problem Solving. From the study about the patents for a long time, Althusser found some lessons like this. First lesson was, more than 90% of problems had been faced and solved somewhere before. That means you don't need to start from the beginning. You can find some keys or hints from the wisdom from the past, like that. Second lesson is like that. Innovation is not a random process. Most people think, innovation is random or some lucky things. Only lucky people can have innovation. But Althusser said innovation can be done in a structural way. The last lesson was like this. Innovation is governed by set principles and follows well-worn patterns that anyone can learn. The last part is very important. Anyone can learn. Even you can be a genius if you study this kind of principles. That is TRIZ. TRIZ says creativity can be taught and learned. Okay, I want to summarize what TRIZ is. Althusser analyzed more than 2 million patents. From that analysis, he found there are about 1,500 problems, and all of which problems can be solved certain 40 solutions. He named it 40 inventive principles. These are 40 inventive principles, from segmentation to composite materials. If you can use this kind of principles, you can also generate so many breakthrough ideas. If there is anyone who wants to be an engineer or inventor, please be interested in this kind of principles. Okay, I want to start my second story with very simple quiz. Can you say something small, but that is beautiful? What is small, but that is beautiful? Maybe so many ladies think it's a diamond. Diamond is very small, but it is very beautiful. How about baby? Baby is very small, but it is very, very beautiful. How about me? I'm very small, but I think I am very, very beautiful. But right answer is appropriate technology. It is small. As small as possible, AT is more beautiful. Do you agree? As you know, that word was articulated by Dr. Ernst Friedrich Schumacher. He wrote this book in 1973, that year I was born, and he was a very special economist who argued for broad and moral economics that matters the people and planet. I want to tell you about goal of TRIZ to say the similarity between TRIZ and appropriate technology. So main goals of TRIZ can be defined as ideality. Ideality defined as the ratio sum of useful feature to sum of harmful feature. An example of useful feature can be some function we want to have. An example of harmful feature may be the cost. So we want to increase useful thing, and we want to decrease harmful thing. So in TRIZ, we want to make this value to infinity. How can it be possible? How to make it to infinity? The easiest way is to make the cost zero. Zero cost, but function can be performed. So based on a wide range of analysis patterns, Althusser said most technical systems proceed in the direction of increasing this kind of ideality. If you have to increase ideality, so it is a very simple way to predict the picture. So I want to show you some examples in case for increasing ideality, no keyboard, but typing is possible. Yes? No key, but we can open and close the door. No opener, but we can open very cool beer. I need one beer after this presentation. So, of course, we need some more cost, but it is a trend. If you want to make ideal system, just think about no system. That's why in TRIZ, an ideal technical system is, what is? No system. But the function is performed. Please remember these two important words, no system. With very simple two words, we can easily predict our future. Okay, let me ask you some questions. What can be ideal washing machine? What can be ideal washing machine? No washing machine, but our clothes can be cleaned. Okay, let's focus on just a small bolt in the washing machine. What is the ideal small bolt in the washing machine? The answer is no bolt. But the functional bolt can be performed. We can join it together without that bolt. Then we can increase the ideality. That's the way to predict future. Sometimes I'm thinking about myself. What is ideal Mr. Shin? Most people say, oh, no, Mr. Shin, but the function of Mr. Shin is known. That's why we have to study more. We have to find out another function that can be done by myself. That's why I can be sold by my customer. Please attach no in front of your name, or your product, or your service. That is the direction of future. Okay. Now I want to talk about the appropriate technology. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not an expert in this area. So since I was invited as a speaker in this conference 6 months ago, I had to read so many articles related with appropriate technology. But I found very simple 4 essential parts in appropriate technology. That is PPAS. I call it PAS. Could you repeat after me? PAS. PAS. Okay. It is key point in everything. P. The first PP means AT should be right for the phrase. Local technology, local expertise, local material should be used. The second thing is right for the people. It can be run by local people. Also, it must be about what they really need. That's why we have to focus on the people. Okay, we can assume we developed a very nice technology, but that is not about what they really need. In that case, our technology is useless. It is nothing. It has no meaning. That's why we have to focus on people who want our technology. The third, affordable. Yes, it is very important. As you know, affordable does not mean free. Initial cost must be low, and also the price of part should be very, very small. Not in the viewpoint of us, but in the viewpoint of them. That is very important because we have to focus on the people, yes. And the last one is sustainability. Actually, I'm a just 2-year-old startup company's CEO. Actually, sustainability is very important cure to me. Yeah, to live or to die. It depends on sustainability. I think AT is saying sustainable technology should last for a long time. In that sense, I think it is very important to involve them in developing our technology or to distribute our technology. Or I can imagine so nice ideal case. Okay, if I can train them to generate some nice ideas for their lives, and then we can support them, that should be very ideally sustainable. But we just try to generate our ideas, not their ideas. I think I strongly believe it is also needed to train them to generate so nice ideas for their lives by themselves. So I say PPAS. How do you pronounce it? PAS. Okay. Place, people, affordable, and sustainable. Please remember. So that's the way I study something in like that. Okay. I can summarize the goal of project technology like this. It is to make systems that need low cost to operate and relatively maintenance free. I think it is exactly the same goal with TRIZ. Ideal system is no system. If possible, we have to use minimal cost, and also we can maximize our useful things. Okay. That's why I decided TRIZ is the right tool for developing AT. Okay. I want to tell you my story. So 2 years ago, I trained 21 university students supported by KIPO. I trained TRIZ, yeah. And also, by chance, I could discover AT-related problems in 2012. Yes. From now on, I want to tell you one of my stories using TRIZ for developing appropriate technology. Okay. Please let me start my story. Okay. Firstly, I want to tell you how to use TRIZ for developing your appropriate technology. We have 3 steps. First step is understand the situation. It is very important to understand the situation in local place. If we cannot understand their situation, we may have very long reaction. If you just enter in the wrong direction, even though you study a lot, you work a lot, but there is nothing obtained in that process. And second step is searching problems to solve. After understanding the situation, we can find so many problems to solve. The last step is imagine something new based on so many TRIZ principles. I call it USI. If I pronounce it UC, you have to see, UC. Okay? After PAS, I taught you UC, USI. Okay? Understand, search, and imagine. Okay. Okay, I want to tell you my understanding of the situation. So we focus on Africa. As you know, more than 8 million of destitute people are in Africa. So one of the most serious problems in Africa is continued poverty. It is caused by lack of agricultural tools that leads to decreasing harvest. Another reason of their poverty is lack of transportation tools. That's why they had to heavy load on their head like this. That's why so many women and children have injuries and pain, their neck or waist. That's a very serious problem. That's why we decided, okay, we need a new agricultural tool for Africa. Okay, I will tell you how we found some problems. We started from Korean traditional agricultural tools because in our past, there was so many simple and smart tools in similar situation. That's why we showed we can get so much wisdom from the past. We focus on Korean traditional crane that is used for transporting so many things for agriculture. Do you know what is it? In Korean, we call it jjigae. So it's a frame. So we found 3 technical problems to solve to apply this frame to our appropriate technology tool. The first question was how to assemble easily. As you see in this picture, this structure is already very simple, but we want to make it more simple, to make it easy to assemble and deliver. So we thought about this first question. Second problem was how to use it as other use. In terms of ideality, just one tool cannot have just one function. We want to have so many multi-functions using just one tool. So we showed how can we use this frame to other purpose. Third question was how to fix with no fixture. As you know, if you assemble some part, you need some joint fixture, such as bolt or nut. If you use it, maintenance and assembling is very difficult. And also, it takes so much labor. And also, I think the maintenance price will be higher. So from now, I want to tell you how we solve three problems. Let's talk about the first question, how to assemble easily. Maybe you already have some special card we've provided you. Could you open it? So in this card, we have 8 cards in it. Each card stands for one specific inventive principle. Actually, this card is made for kids, but I provided it to you on my gift. Yes. And please see the first card. The first inventive principle is segmentation. In the card, there's written, divide something, divide the object more and more. If you want to change something, please try to divide something more and more. Okay, how to assemble easily using this principle? We should, okay, we have to divide the frame into several parts that can be easily assembled and disassembled. So, we decided we have to detach this supporting arm like this. Then we can reduce the cost for transporting. Also, we can easily assemble and disassemble. That was our conceptual idea based on this principle. Okay, let me talk about the second problem. How to use it as other tool. Could you find the 7th card written like this? Try to invert the action. Dalton's inventive principle is reverse. Okay, please think in terms of reverse. We thought make upside down to use it as an agricultural tool. If we have additional parts at the edge, we can be used as a hoe. As you know, hoe is the tool for digging the field. So this is the original shape. If we make upside down in terms of reverse, if we add some part at the edge of this part, and we can be used as a whole. Yes. And third question is how to fix with no fixture. Please see the last card. There's written self-service. Self-service is the best way. No fixture is the ideal fixture. That's why we showed all parts should be fixed by themselves only on operation. And in that case, no maintenance is needed. So we try to make each part can be connected by themselves like this. Without any board, without any node, they can be connected together. And also it can be disassembled very easily. Those are our ideas based on TRIZ principles. Actually, I just show you very simple part of our idea generation. So based on so many TRIZ ideas, we try to make prototype like this, and we repeatedly compensated so many defects. Now, I want to tell you about our invention based on our efforts. Are you ready to see our brilliant invention? Please say yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, this is our invention, named as hand TRIZ. That is new useful tool for poor African farmers that has dual function. Actually, that is invented by one of my students. His name is Juan Han. I think he is in this room. Could you Mr. Han, could you raise up your hand? Here. Okay, could you give him big applause? Thank you very much. Yeah, he is one of the best students in my class. And I want to tell you about some advantages of this invention as a frame. It can save more than 44% energy saved when we compare it with other tools like that. Because it is possible because it distributes your load over your body. It just do not concentrate load some specific point, such as your head, such as your shoulder, or your hand. When you drag some part using your head, you must have some pain in your neck. Also, when you use just shoulder or your hand, you must have some injury in your waist. So I can say one of the advantages of this tool is it can prevent neck and waist injuries, especially for women and children in Africa. And it is made from strong mild steel. That's why it can carry up to 300 kilograms. Can you guess the weight of this tool? It weighs just 3.8 kilograms. Okay. The biggest advantage of this tool is it can be transformed into a hoe like this. As you know, hoe is a fundamental tool in agriculture. I want to tell you how we transform this tool from frame to hoe. First step is just detach the arm part like this. Then we can merge two arms and we can go through the whole of shovel. This is the additional part. And just pulling like this. All the parts are fixed very tightly with impellant force. No fixture needed. That means no maintenance needed. We can minimize the maintenance cost. So, if you use hand GG for make yard, in case we make 1 acre, we have 2 men and 2 hoe. It takes 25 days. But if you have 1 hand GG with 2 men, it just takes 9 days. That means we can save more than 60% of time. It is very important. They can do some other thing. They can invest their time for better life. And also, it is very, 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 very affordable, I think. It just costs $30. We calculate this price in case we produce about 5,000 parts in China and send to Africa. In that case, it is enough. The price is $30. It is affordable even for the destitute in Africa. And I want to tell you, very nice use. After inventing this structure, we applied the patent. Recently, we've got a news. It is registered as a patent in Korea. It is his invention. Thank you. If you want to check some detail, please check the patent number as this number. And we are now discussing distribution for Africa. And also, this kind of technology, through this kind of technology, we expect good circulation of technology for Africa. This is the picture that shows our students are testing hand-GG. To develop some technology, we need so much effort. But Dr. Schumacher said in his book, an ounce of practice is generally worth more than a ton of theory. I strongly believe this sentence. I think the movie you've just seen proved this, I think. Okay, I prepared bonus story if I have some time in my turn. So it is about invention song. So that will be very interesting with participants in this event. It is an invention song that is good for generating some new ideas for approach technology. Actually, this song is written by myself for my kids. My main job is teaching creativity. My main job is the consulting for generating breakthrough ideas. That's why I had to say, oh, okay, my children also are very creative. That's why I had to make this song. This song is based on 8 core inventive principles that is selected from 40 inventive principles. You already have everything about this song. Each card stands for each verse of this song. Okay. We are using that small card for teaching creativity, even for this small kid. We just use this 4 steps. First step is to understand the inventive principle. We can just let them choose just one card. And then we can explain them. So there are so many smart rabbits. So you can find in your card, you can find so many so cute rabbits. So we just say to kids like that. In the world, there are 40 smart rabbits who invented everything. Each rabbit has, so special talent. The first rabbit's talent is to divide something. Whenever he or she sees something, he just tries to divide. Okay, please divide like that. So on the back side of your card, you can see very easy examples based on that principle. Okay, and then they can imagine something new, and we can let them draw a picture. We share with friends like this. So they can be very proud of themselves. Oh, I don't think I was a creative person, but now I can say I'm very, very creative. That's the very important change for them. Okay, this is the scores for this invention song. It is officially registered in Korea. So word written by me, myself, and music by Seungmin Cha. So if you are ready, I want to sing this song together. Please. 모 But it only one you want. Don't make the whole uniform. Break the symmetry, please. Place one inside the other. Try to invert the action. Change the dimensional space. Self-service the best way. Let's make a good idea together. Let's make a good idea together. Okay, I want to conclude my presentation now. I like this sentence very much. Small idea changes the world. If I shout, small idea, please say, change the world. Are you ready? Okay. Small idea. Change the world. Thank you very much.